Hey green tipper. So today we're going to look at how to propagate Streptocarpus or Cape Primrose. It's really easy, and in fact you'll have so many plantlets from this one method of propagation that you're going to have loads to give away to friends and family, and they're really beautiful, and we're doing it by means of the leaf cutting. Now there's two ways that you can do the leaf cutting. So first of all, let's just remove one of our leaves here from our Streptocarpus. So we have an excellent sample here, and in fact it's a little bit on the short side, which is fine. Now the two ways that you can do a cutting of a Streptocarpus is to remove the main spine all the way. So you cut down this side of the spine and this side of the spine, and where each one of these individual veins meets the soil, as I'll show you in a second, you'll get a little clump of plantlets growing. The other way is to leave the main spine in and just cut the leaf like this into sections, about an inch high each section. So we'll do the version of cutting the leaf along this edge, and this is the one that gives the most results, I find, and I'll show you one that I did earlier. So let's do that now. So take the leaf and just cut along the edge of the spine, making sure that it's a nice sharp knife. You're not looking to crush the leaf. You don't want to drag it along because you'll damage the veins, and then that will hinder the rooting. And again, nice clean sharp cut along the edge of the spine. So we can discard this, don't need that. We now have our two leaf sections. So we have here a half-size seed tray, full up with our seed and cutting compost. Now that Growshaw seed and cutting compost is really great. It's nice and fine, it's not overly rich, so it really is a good environment for the Streptocarpus to get going in. So you want to make sure that your compost is moist, not wet, because you don't want the cuttings rotting off. So I'm just making two small trenches I can fit the leaf into, but just firm it in gently so that the soil's in good contact with the leaf. So that's the first one. There we go. So then I would pop these in our food bag. Now the food bag, what it does, it keeps the humidity high, so it stops the leaf drying out until it forms plantlets and roots. So you want to take care. I often use the food bags that have handles at the top, because then you can tie them into a knot and actually form a hermetic seal. But you can just tuck it under, and that's enough. So I'd leave this in a bright but not direct sunlight, and wait for the plantlets to sprout. It's really easy. So what I'll do now is show you one that I did about 3 months ago. So this is some I did earlier. So you can see in this example that the leaf was actually longer than the one that I've just done. So I cut it in half, removed the spine, and then cut those leaf sections into smaller sections. You can see here that there's lots of plantlets. All they need is teasing out, and again you can use the dibber tool just to tease them out and making sure that the roots are still kept intact, and just put those on into houseplant compost. Once they've grown on in nice houseplant soil, they're great gifts to give away, and they start flowering really quickly. So let me know in the comments below, have you had success with this? And also, what are your favorite Streptocarpus? I really like Targa and Caitlin. There's some real fantastic and funky ones out there. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite is. And just to let you know that I've put links to the dibber tools on Amazon, also the seed and cutting compost that I use, and also a link to the similar kind of seed trays, the half-size seed trays, which are really easy to fit into the food bags. And also you can see that if you're just propagating these just to share with friends and family, this is more than enough. I usually have them coming out of my ears once I've done this and potted them on. So if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscriptions, which will help monetize the webpage with YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. And also, don't forget to click the bell if you'd like to be notified of my next video post. So thanks for listening to Green Tips Garden, and happy propagating.